Hi, I'm Haley Filer with Empower Yoga of Homa. We are going to play with blocks today. We're going to see how we can bring blocks into our Vinyasa practice so that way we can really feel the difference. It brings us up a little bit higher, allows much more for a step through. It really helps for us to find our foundation before rising up into our poses. It gives a lot of great options. So if you've never used blocks in your Sun Salutations especially, I invite you to try it on and see how it works for you. So where I'm holding on to the block, I have the edge of my wrist at the edge of the block here. I have my thumbs, the majority of my thumbs wrapping over, just a tiny bit of my pinky is coming over as well. As always, my fingertips are spread really wide, but then I'm digging my fingers back in, and then notice that the arch of my hand lifts up. It gives already that natural external rotation to the arm, and it's bringing the weight into the L's of my hands rather than dumping them into the wrist, because the wrist is usually the first thing that hurts students whenever they start yoga. So you get that nice little firm grip on here and see how that feels for you. And so we're going to start into our Sun Salutation. So I'm going to bring the blocks to the front of my mats. I'm going to put them what I think is shoulders width apart. That is just a guesstimation for me. You're going to have to move them around a little bit until you find what's right for you. So we're going to come to the front of our mats and start an inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. What's nice about having blocks here is if I'm unable to touch the ground, I can use the blocks here for support. Inhale for halfway lifts. Hands are still supported by the block, so it can really allow for my spine to elongate here and my core to stay nice and strong, but also give me a little bit of support until I build up the core strength for a nice, firm halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down onto the block. Step your feet back for high plank. Shift forward, low plank. Look how nice and high I'm lifted. Inhale for up dog, so it gives even more of a juicy stretch into that lower back. Exhale, down dog. And what I really like about the blocks in this is that it's going to give me a lot more space for me to step through. So if I don't have the core engagement yet, the blocks keep me nice and lifted, which allows for the legs to step through much easier. So stepping through, lifting up onto the toe, pulling the knee into the chest, and then gently bring that foot down. So before we rise up into our warrior one pose, we really want to find our foundation here. So my front toes are facing towards the front of the mat. I'm going to let that back foot find that nice 45-degree angle. I'm going to lift my blocks up to slowly help me lift up a little bit more. Hand comes onto the leg to slowly lift up even more. Once my foundation's nice and firm, inhale and rise. So I always say how important blocks are. If you can't reach the ground, bring the ground to you. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you will play around and see how blocks can help you in your Vinyasa flow or in your yoga practice. Enjoy and have fun. Thanks.